notification time, there we go. 7, I will call Plan Commission meeting to order. I suppose I'll do roll call. I am here. Split.
Here.
Oscar John.
Here.
Gretzky.
Here.
Dunkert. Matthias. Hutton. Alright, we have a quorum. Alright, is there a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the agenda say aye.
Aye.
Approved? Or opposed? It is approved. Alright, is there a motion to approve the minutes from the June 18th meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the June 18th meeting.
Second.
Any discussion?
Say that Don Lenz instead of Doug Lenz.
I didn't even see that.
Change his name.
We'll assume that's a clerical error then?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
So we'll update the motion to include the correction of Don Lenz.
That works.
Sure. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes with the correction say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Alright, moving into our first CSM, this one is for Colin Giles? Any other?
Yes.
Want to summarize this one for us?
Purpose here is to combine 3 lots. It's on Charles Street, so that she can build a house which is gonna lap over the old lot lines, and of course it's not allowed. You have to have it all in one lot, so.
So we're combining lot 2, 3, and 4 into one.
Yeah, 3 lots, yeah,
Okay.
into one. And so she can build a larger house in the right place.
And did this already pass through the township?
Yes, it did, yeah.
Very good.
And are they looking to connect to water? Or have connect to water?
Well, yeah. So,
I mean, these would be within that original resolution we're going to be addressing later. I just clarifying. You're probably not involved in that at all?
No,
Okay. All right.
the builder.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Any questions for Dennis or any motions on this one?
I'll make a motion to approve the CSM for Colleen Giles, lots 2, 3, and 4, Charles Street.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Again, the relevant consideration is that this is combining lots, so that in terms of the resolution that you'll be discussing later this evening,
We're not creating any.
we're not
new
creating new lots. They're actually eliminating lots, so that's what's intended by the next resolution we're going to address.
All right. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the CSM for Colin Giles, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved.
Okay.
All right, next is the CSM on Olden Road for Lennis and Kay Heimstra.
I'm also the surveyor for that, yes.
All right.
Okay. And this is to take a 5-acre parcel off the farm so that Washington can build his house there. And it was approved by the township. They have no problems with it.
All right. And this is Town of Ripon still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any discussion, questions, or motions?
Does the township or the state have, is the 5 acres, like, you have to go at least 5 acres?
Just in
Yeah.
farmland preservation.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, it is state farmland, okay. That's good. Yeah. I figured
It's
there
county
was.
too, right? Isn't it
Yeah,
county?
the county and the townships.
County and township.
Yeah, and 5 acres is the minimum.
Minimum.
That's the minimum, you could go
Good luck.
Yeah, you
much
can
as
go
you want
larger,
it,
but able to
yeah.
qualify for the state credits and stuff, it has to be 5 or
Okay.
more.
It's a net of 5 acres after the road is dedicated.
Okay, so this will remain 5 acres after the dedication?
Yeah, yeah.
Slowly cleaning up all the easements on the roads. All right, any motions on this?
I'll make a motion to approve the CSM for Lennis and Kate on Olden Road.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the CSM for Lennis and Kay Heimstra, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. All set, thank you for coming.
Well, you can sign, but Adam's not here.
Adam, I don't think we'll be back till Friday.
Have to get him to sign in.
Yeah.
Should I leave that page here with you? For both of them, or,
I can sign it tonight and then leave it on his desk,
okay.
if you like.
Then they're looking for, there's an auto here, because it was all saying.
Get the auto
That
pin.
portion of the order.
I don't wanna go there.
I don't have to stamp here, I can run back to my office and grab it.
I couldn't,
Just out.
couldn't pass that.
If you would, that'd be
After we
great.
finish the
Put
meeting.
down in the minutes.
You wanna-
Yeah.
Do the Americans.
It shouldn't take too much longer.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
that's fine. Okay, so we will move on to our last item here, resolution review and recommendation to the full council establishing conditions for a municipal water connection in the, I don't know what this stands for, the FFNN landfill area, contaminated site.
Yes.
Some background on this, in 2005, the city made an ordinance basically granting municipal water service to the houses out in this area, or the lots out in the area, or the houses that were currently there because of the contamination. All the lots that have been in that area have been built or connected, is the information I have received.
I think that may be true, but if it's not, this resolution intends to respect the fact that there may be other lots that are existing, like the one we just approved, that would be able to connect without annexation. So we're not excluding those that are in this area.
Yeah, so future splits and land divisions.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so we're not trying to exclude properties that are currently there, but they're they gotta pay the
Right.
hookup charge,
The
and they
cost,
gotta,
yeah.
yeah, whatever cost.
But the city is not going to allow new
Further.
splits without annexation.
Correct. Anywhere adjacent or anywhere further beyond what's already been granted.
But then this doesn't, I assume it doesn't hinder any parts of, if annexation were to proceed ever in the future, this doesn't hinder that at all?
No,
No, just.
No.
So the annexation's not necessary to do what.
what currently, and that was the big
Yeah.
hiccup. Obviously, we were part of the participating parties that were required to clean up. Speed Queen, Raytheon being the major player, but there were a number of other players, including the city of Ripon. And so after evaluation, after agreement of the parties, we understood that there was risk associated with those wells that were contaminated and those wells that could become contaminated in that area. So rather than dig new wells or move the people, relocate the people, we agreed to do the water. And this was right in the time when we were getting the water system, buying the water system from Wisconsin Power and Light. You see the reference in there to that as well. So we allowed connection without annexation. And now the resolution we're asking you to pass on to the Common Council is to eliminate that provision of allowing without annexation any other properties to join on or split that are not in the targeted area.
So what happens if, there's a good chunk of land just north
Yeah.
of that one that
Sure.
we just approved on Charles Street. So if they want to subdivide that, they automatically, to get water, because you can't drill a well out there anyway.
Right.
They have to become city.
Yeah,
Correct.
they have to annex the city.
How does the township feel about that? Or
Well, the
does it have-
township may not feel good about that, but that's not the point. The point is that every city carries the right to require annexation for the extension of utilities. Now, the argument can be made, but these are territories that otherwise wouldn't expand, wouldn't develop. There's arguments that occur, but that's why the legislature passed the law where you have to pay the last 3 years of taxes. I'm trying to remember my annexation law. They basically took away the annexation fight. So if they want water, which they would if they're developing, they've got to annex to the city.
And like you said, the city has to pay the township, I think it's
Yeah.
two or three,
It's
3
3
years,
years.
3 years of
Yeah,
tax value
Yeah.
to the
yeah,
township.
for the,
Yeah,
Of
just,
the
Based
undeveloped
upon the
property
current-
or?
Current value.
yeah.
The current, so it'd be
not-
like the
yeah,
undeveloped.
undeveloped
yeah.
property,
Yeah.
It's a fairly insignificant amount of money.
yeah, for the
Yeah.
foreseen like 3 years, yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
exactly.
So the township really, I mean, they will lose in the long run because they wouldn't be able to get the property tax on that house,
Right.
but they get something.
Yeah, they get something.
In
That's
return.
what the legislature did. It used to be you'd fight and there's rules. to
Yeah.
fight. And the legislature took away the fight between towns and cities. And cities, the only thing we have is sewer and water. And sewer can be, there's situations where you can be forced to allow sewer for failing septics. You can be forced to take on, but water is probably the only one left. That is the card in our deck to play to expand territory. So that's the intent of the ordinance, resolution, excuse me.
And was there a sunset clause? Why are we doing it now? Because,
Because we didn't have a sunset clause.
okay, so
I
we,
mean, yeah, exactly.
so we just, somebody looked at it and thought this was time.
Well, it came up because we were allowing
There were some properties that weren't divided originally
and then
in the
divided.
last year or last couple of years
Yeah.
connected to the city,
Okay.
or required us to connect them to the city water,
Gotcha.
which was not in the intended plan.
Mhm.
So we're kind of ending the program because all the intended properties have been.
Have been notified or.
Notified or aware
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
had the opportunity.
okay.
And resolutions are different than ordinances. Resolutions are for, you literally can change them annually for certain. New councils that come on. So it's a resolution, not an ordinance. We're not amending or taking out of our books an ordinance. We resolved to do this for a period of time to assist in the cleanup of our properties and to allow those that were seeing contaminants. And again, some of the contaminants are not there anymore. Some have moved downstream. Some are not showing up in wells. But, if you're building near this property, you may want to
Yeah,
connect
I would think
to
you
city
want.
sewer. You would have
Clean
that
water.
desire. And now if in the future they choose, they're going to choose to annex to the city.
And city administrator Sante wanted the planning commission to review this before going to council, just to get more input. It's not a required step, but he wanted extra input.
I like it. I just always worry about the township, if that's gonna upset them, but as long as they're getting some sort of compensation, if down the road there is a development, I guess that helps my mind.
Yeah, and to be safe, if it's a bigger development, they're gonna want city water.
Yes, definitely.
You know.
Stats on annexation requirements really aren't that hard either much anymore.
No.
I mean, I did a lot of research.
Yeah,
Thanks-
direct.
Thanks to Steve.
Direct annexation,
Direct annexation,
very-
petitions, all of
And
this.
very simple.
Pretty
Very
simple, so.
Oh, for a homeowner or
Yeah,
somebody
it's
that
not,
would
it's not a
want to come.
complicated process.
I gotcha.
It's a very simple process. If they want to develop there,
And they want to be part of the city.
Right.
Basically,
I think in my tenure here, we've done it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
Okay,
And mostly.
yeah, which
for
is a
people-
good point, it's a good point.
Yep.
Not
And it's mostly
complicated.
people that have a.
Not red
septic
tape.
that need to come
yeah,
out of this.
come and then get sewer and water, yeah. And this is just water connections,
Yes.
correct? Yeah.
There's different rules for sewer connection, it's a little bit, there's, the East Regional Planning Body has rules. The city of Amro, for example, does take Algoma's sewage. So there are examples where you're forced to take the sewage of an adjoining area, but water stands alone. You're not forced to give somebody water without annexation.
I'll make the motion. Is it just a motion to recommend it?
Just to
Recommend the
recommend,
resolution?
just to recommend it advance to the
Yeah, you're not
council.
really can.
Yep,
recommend.
okay. I'll move to recommend the resolution establishing conditions for municipal water connections in the FFNN landfill area.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of recommending the resolution to the council, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. We don't really have anyone here to give us project updates or staff reports. Any future agenda items that you can think of? All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. We are adjourned at 7:07.